Assalamu alaikum dear students, class 11 यूनिट है केमिकल बॉन्डिंग और जो टॉपिक है आयनिक बॉन्ड एंड आयनिक कंपाउंड्स। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, लास्ट वीडियो लेक्चर में हमने डिस्कस की थी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक थ्योरी ऑफ वैलेंसी, जहाँ पर हमने डिस्कस किए वेरियस पोस्टुलेट्स ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक थ्योरी ऑफ वैलेंसी। वहाँ पर एक टर्म आ गई थी, दैट्स वैलेंसी। वैलेंसी किससे कहते हैं? वैलेंसी इट इज द नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स प्रेजेंट इन द outermost shell of an atom। ये है द क्लासिकल डेफिनेशन ऑफ द वैलेंसी। वैलेंसी किसे कहते हैं कि इतने नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आउटर मोस्ट शेल में प्रेजेंट है तो उसको वैलेंसी कहा जाता है। या आजकल की जो डेफिनेशन है, द मॉडर्न डेफिनेशन इज दैट इट इज द कंबाइनिंग capacity the combining capacity of an atom or element constitutes the valency of an atom। The combining capacity of an atom or element constitutes it is valency। So कितने नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ने पार्टिसिपेट किया है इन केमिकल बॉन्डिंग? दैट the combining capacity means that how many electrons are contributed for bonding. Either there is the loss and gain of electrons or there is sharing of electrons। On that basis valency जो है it is of two types। One is called as the electrovalency and the second is called as the covalency। So valency is the combining capacity, that means how many electrons are contributed for bonding, and that valency is of two types। Number first is that's called as the electrovalency, and number second that's called as the covalency। Now what is electrovalency and what is covalency? Electrovalency is the number of electrons transferred from one atom to another। That means how many electrons are involved in the bonding। There is loss and gain of electrons। एक एटम लॉस करता है और दूसरा एटम गेन करता है इलेक्ट्रॉन्स। किस एटम ने कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स लूज किए, दैट कॉन्स्टिट्यूट्स इट्स वैलेंसी। कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स किसी एटम दूसरे एटम ने गेन किए, दैट कॉन्स्टिट्यूट्स द वैलेंसी ऑफ द अदर एटम। So electrovalency is the number of electrons lost or gained by an atom during the bond formation। So or we can say that there is transfer of electrons from one atom to another atom। How many electrons are transferred from one atom to another atom constitutes the electrovalency। It is the when an atom loses electrons and the other gains, or simply there is transfer of electrons from one atom to another constitutes the electrovalency। and उस वक्त जो बॉन्ड बनता है when there is loss and gain of electron, उस वक्त जो बॉन्ड बनता है that's called as an electrovalent bond or that's called as an ionic bond। while as what is covalency? Covalency it is the number of electrons shared between the atoms. कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स शेयर हो गए बिटवीन द एटम्स दैट कॉन्स्टिट्यूट द कोवेलेंसी एंड उस वक्त जो बॉन्ड बनता है दैट्स कॉल्ड एज अ कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड. सो वी हैव नंबर फर्स्ट दैट्स कॉल्ड द वैलेंसी. वैलेंसी इज द कंबाइनिंग कैपेसिटी ऑफ एन एलिमेंट. Combining capacity of an element is called as the valency, and the valency it is of two types, that is the electrovalency and the covalency. Electrovalency किसे कहते हैं? There is loss and gain of electrons. How many electrons are lost or how many electrons are gained constitutes the electrovalency, while as the number of electrons contributed for sharing between the atoms constitutes the covalency of an atom. Now we have during this loss and gain of electrons, the bond is formed between the atoms. That bond is called as an ionic bond. So, or it is also called as electrovalent bond. So, our today's topic is that is ionic bond. Bond or electrovalent bond. The bond which is formed by the loss and gain of electrons is called an ionic or electrovalent bond. So जो bond है which is formed by the loss and gain of electrons, that bond is called as an electrovalent bond. For example, the bond formation in case of NaCl. For example, formation of NaCl. सोडियम क्लोराइड कैसे बनता है? सोडियम क्लोराइड कैसे बनता है? That's we have the sodium. Its atomic number is 11. And its electronic configuration is that's 2, 8 and 1. Now its outermost shell, it contains 1 electron, and according to the octet theory it is not stable. It should have 8 electrons in the outermost shell, and for that very purpose it has to either gain 7 electrons or it has to lose 1 electron. So it is easy for sodium to lose this outermost electron so that to have the 8 electrons in its outermost shell and become stable. So we have sodium. When it loses this electron, it become Na positive, and we have 2 and 8 and becomes stable, and it has 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Now we have the chlorine. Its atomic number is 17. So it is 2, 8 and 7. It is short of 1 electron. Either it has to lose the 7 electrons to have 8 electrons in the outermost shell, or it has to gain 1 electron so that there become the 8 electrons in its outermost shell, and so that it gets converted into a stable chemical species. So this chlorine जो है, it accepts this electron, 1 electron, it accepts this electron, and it forms Cl negative, and we have 2, 8 and 8. So यहाँ पर दो आयन्स बन गए, सोडियम आयन एंड द क्लोराइड आयन. सोडियम आयन कैसे बनता है? व्हेन इट लूजेस इट्स आउटरमोस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन. एंड क्लोराइड आयन कैसे बनता है? व्हेन इट गेन्स दिस electron lost by the sodium, and 1 electron is gained by the chlorine to form the chloride ion. And then these two, they attract to each other because they are oppositely charged species. They attract each other and results the formation of the compound that's called as the NaCl. And there is and this is the formation of the sodium chloride. इसी तरह से हमारे पास है another example. We have the formation of the magnesium oxide. We have the formation of the magnesium chloride as are the other examples of the ionic bond formation. Suppose we will take the another example, that is we have magnesium chloride. मैग्नीशियम क्लोराइड कैसे बनता है? नंबर सेकंड एग्जांपल इज दैट इज द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ MgCl2. ये कैसे बनता है? वी हैव द मैग्नीशियम, इट इज एटॉमिक नंबर इज 12 एंड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन इज 2, 8 and 2. So it has to gain either 6 electrons or it has to lose the 2 electrons. So it is easy for magnesium to lose these 2 electrons to form the magnesium divalent ion. We have minus 2 electrons. And we have the chlorine, it is Cl, C2, 8 and 7. It is short of 1 electron, so it accepts 1 electron, and the another chlorine atom, it also accepts 1 electron. These two, they accept 1 electron and form the twice Cl negative, and this twice Cl negative, it will combine with the magnesium ion and form the MgCl2. This is the formation of the ionic bond. So what is an ionic bond? Ionic bond, यहाँ पर क्या हुआ, यहाँ पर भी ट्रांसफर हो गए इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, यहाँ पर भी मैग्नीशियम ने 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स लूज किए, एंड उन 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को किसने गेन किया, क्लोरीन ने गेन किया, 2 क्लोरीन एटम्स ने गेन किया एंड फॉर्म द क्लोराइड स्पीशीज which then combine with the magnesium ion and form the magnesium chloride. So what is an ionic bond? Ionic bond और electrovalent bond किसे कहते हैं? The bond जो बनता है by the loss and the gain of electrons, that bond is called as an ionic bond. And then we have the two examples of formation of the ionic bond. That's the formation of sodium chloride and formation of the magnesium chloride. इसी तरह से आप घर में कर सकते हो formation of MgO and magnesium oxide. Now we have the, what are the factors which govern as the formation of an ionic bond? Factors governing the formation of an ionic bond. Factors governing the formation of an ionic bond. Factors govern the formation of an ionic bond. Number first factor जो है which helps us in the formation of the ionic bond, that is called as the ionization energy. Ionization energy. Now what do you mean by ionization energy? It is the amount of the energy required to remove the most loosely bound electron of an atom in the gaseous state. Suppose we have the sodium atom, and this sodium atom, it is in the gas, it should be in the gaseous state. At that time, how much amount of energy is needed to remove it? Is this one outermost electron, that energy is called as the ionization energy. So it is Na positive. आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी कहते हैं जो हमें एनर्जी देनी पड़ती है, यहाँ ही से एनर्जी देनी पड़ती है किसी भी एटम को which is in the gaseous state, so as to remove the outermost electron. That energy is called as the ionization energy. And for the formation of a cation, the ionization energy should be very low. We have to give the minimum amount of energy to it so that it can rapidly get converted into the cation. It gets converted, the atom, it gets converted into the cation. If we have to give the large amount of the energy, it means that if the ionization energy is very high, उस वक्त cation easily नहीं बनता है. लेकिन for the formation of the ionic bond, हमें क्या चाहिए कि cation easily should be formed. So for that very purpose, we have to, the ionization energy of that atom should be very low. So जो first factor है for the formation of the ionic bond, that is the ionization energy. Ionization energy जो है, that should be low for the formation of an ionic bond. So ionization energy हमें define नहीं करनी है, हमें खाली बताना है कि ionic bond formation के लिए ionization energy क्या होनी चाहिए. Either it should be low or it should be high, but it should be low so that cation is formed easily, and that leads to the formation of an ionic bond easily. So ionization energy should be low for the formation of an ionic bond. आयनिक बॉन्ड बनने के लिए जो आयनाइजेशन एनर्जी है एटम की वो कम होनी चाहिए, so that there is formation of ionic bond quickly. Number second, we have electron affinity. Now what is electron affinity? Electron affinity कहते हैं कि कितनी amount of energy release होती है जब एक atom in the gaseous state accepts an electron. So it is the amount of the energy released when an atom in the gaseous state accepts an electron. That amount of energy is called as electron affinity. Electron affinity क्या होनी चाहिए? That should be very large. मैक्सिमम जितनी ज़्यादा एनर्जी रिलीज होगी उतना ही ज़्यादा अट्रैक्शन होगा एटम का फॉर द इलेक्ट्रॉन एंड इतना ही ज़्यादा इजीली एनायन बनेगा एंड दैट एनायन देन कंबाइंस विद द कैटायन एंड फॉर्म द आयनिक बॉन्ड. सो इलेक्ट्रॉन एफिनिटी जो है एटम्स की वो हाई होनी चाहिए. हाई होनी चाहिए का मतलब ये है कि द एटम शुड एक्सेप्ट द इलेक्ट्रॉन इजीली सो दैट देयर इज मोर एंड मोर रिलीज ऑफ एनर्जी, and that energy is called as electron affinity. For the formation of an ionic bond, electron affinity should be high, so that anion is formed easily. Now we have the third. When cation is formed, when anion is formed, then these two species they attract each other. At that time the energy is released, that's called as the lattice energy. More the lattice energy, ज़्यादा release होनी चाहिए energy, there is more attraction between the cation and the anion, and hence that leads to the formation of the ionic bond easily or quickly. So we have lattice energy. lattice energy किसे कहते हैं? कितनी अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी रिलीज होती है जब 1 मोल ऑफ एन आयनिक कंपाउंड इज फॉर्मड. उस वक्त जो एनर्जी रिलीज होती है उसको हम कहते हैं लेटेस्ट एनर्जी. एंड फॉर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द आयनिक बॉन्ड लेटेस्ट एनर्जी शुड बी वेरी हाई. नंबर थर्ड जो है दैट्स लेटेस्ट एनर्जी. लेटेस्ट एनर्जी किसे कहते हैं? कितनी अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी रिलीज होती है when an ionic bond is formed between the two atoms. When 1 mole of an ionic bond is formed or 1 mole of an ionic compound is formed, that amount of energy is called as the lattice energy. And for the formation of the ionic bond, the lattice energy should be very high. Maximum amount of energy should be released, so that leads to the formation of a stable ionic bond. More for the formation of an ionic bond, lattice energy should be high. These are the various factors which affect the formation of an ionic bond or ionic compound. So कौन कौन सा फैक्टर है? नंबर फर्स्ट है आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी. आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी कम होनी चाहिए एटम्स की, so that they get converted into the cation and hence leads to the formation of an ionic bond. So for the formation of the ionic bond, the ionization energy of the atoms should be very low. नंबर सेकंड जो है इलेक्ट्रॉन एफिनिटी. इलेक्ट्रॉन एफिनिटी एटम्स की वो एनर्जी है जब एक एटम एक्सेप्ट करता है इलेक्ट्रॉन, एट दैट टाइम द एनर्जी इज रिलीज्ड, दैट्स कॉल्ड एज द इलेक्ट्रॉन एफिनिटी. So for the formation of the anion, the electron affinity of the atoms should be very high. And when cation and the anion is formed, they start approaching each other because they are oppositely charged species. They attract each other and result is the formation of an ionic compound. At that time, the energy is released. That's called as the lattice energy. जितना ज़्यादा stable bond बनेगा, जितना ज़्यादा ionic bond stable होगा, उतना ही ज़्यादा release होती है energy. And that amount of the energy is called as the lattice energy. So we have for ionic bond formation, ionization energy should be less. Ionization energy should be less or low electron affinity should be high, and number third, lattice energy should be high. These are the various factors which govern as the formation of an ionic bond. Now, what is an ionic compound and what are the various characteristics of the ionic compounds? Another one is that is ionic compounds. Wo compound which is in which the ionic bond is present, or the compound which is present, which is formed when there is the ionic bond formation between the two species, that is the cation and the anion. That compound is called as the ionic bond. Compound is called as the ionic compound, or the ionic compounds are the compounds which contain the ionic bond. They are the compounds which contain an ionic bond. वो कंपाउंड्स जिनमें आयनिक बॉन्ड होता है उन कंपाउंड्स को हम कहते हैं आयनिक कंपाउंड्स. फॉर एग्जांपल, सोडियम क्लोराइड एक एग्जांपल है किसकी, आयनिक बॉन्ड आयनिक कंपाउंड की. इसी तरह से है मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड, we have calcium oxide, we have calcium chloride, etc. These are the examples of the ionic compounds. So ionic compounds are the compounds which contain, जिनमें क्या होता है, ionic bond होता है और electrovalent bond होता है. उन compounds को हम कहते हैं ionic compounds, or these are called as the electrovalent compounds. Now we have the characteristics. Characteristics of ionic compounds. नंबर फर्स्ट, जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स होते हैं आयनिक कंपाउंड्स में उनको हम कहते हैं आयन्स. द वेरियस कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स ऑफ द आयनिक कंपाउंड्स आर कॉल्ड एज आयन्स. द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स ऑफ द आयोनिक compounds are called as ions. नंबर सेकंड, आयनिक कंपाउंड्स जो होते हैं उनका मेल्टिंग एंड बॉइलिंग पॉइंट जो होता है दैट्स वेरी हाई. दे possess high melting point. जनरली ये किस स्टेट में होते हैं आयनिक कंपाउंड्स? दे आर इन द सॉलिड स्टेट. नंबर थर्ड, दे आर सॉल्युबल इन वाटर. दे आर सॉल्युबल इन वाटर. अनदर पॉइंट जो है आयनिक कंपाउंड्स का, दे कंडक्ट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इन द मोल्टन स्टेट और इन द एक्वस स्टेट. दे कंडक्ट electricity in the molten state or in the aqueous state. इसी तरह से है they are hard and brittle. They are hard and brittle. These are some of the important, उनकी density भी high होती है. These are the various important characteristics of the ionic compounds. So we have the various important characteristics of the ionic compounds, such as we have the constituent particles जो होते हैं ionic compounds के, उनको हम कहते हैं ions. They have high melting points. They are soluble in water. They conduct electricity in the molten and or in the aqueous state. इसी तरह से है they possess high densities. फिफ्थ पॉइंट जो है they possess high densities. सिक्स्थ पॉइंट जो है mostly they exist in the solid form. Mostly they exist in the solid form. So these are the various important characteristics of the ionic compound. So we have the question was that what is an ionic compound? Ionic compound उस compound को कहते हैं जिसमें कौन सा bond present होता है, ionic bond present होता है, उन compounds को हम कहते हैं ionic compounds. We have the examples of the ionic compounds such as we have the sodium chloride, we have the magnesium chloride, magnesium oxide, etc. Then we have the important characteristics of the ionic compounds. First character ये है कि जो constituent particles होते हैं ionic compounds में उनको हम कहते हैं आयन्स. दे मे बी द कैटायन एंड द एनायन. नंबर सेकंड, उनका मेल्टिंग और बॉइलिंग पॉइंट जो होता है दैट इज वेरी हाई, क्योंकि उनमें जो इलेक्ट्रो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन जो बॉन्ड होता है दैट इज द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन दैट इज एन इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक इन नेचर. Number third, as they are the polar compounds, they are soluble in the polar solvent, that's water. They are soluble in water. और ये conduct करते हैं electricity in the molten state or in the aqueous state, and they possess high densities and they mostly exist in the solid form. Inshallah, in the next video lecture we will go through the topic that is the covalent bond and covalent compounds and what are the various characteristics of the covalent compounds. Thank you so much.